It's these toxic relationships. These toxic relationships, we need to find a way of dealing with them. Imagine, because we'll kill each other, all of us. Cannot ignore it. Ladies, you need to tell me why you stay with a man who hits you. And sometimes this toxicity, as they call it, can even come in emotional forms, not necessarily physical. You're with a partner who constantly puts you down. It could be the man, it could be the woman. There you are, provoking each other in a relationship. You're always good for nothing. He hits you, you stay there. You're told, leave that man. No, he'll change. I need to get it. Because I think we need to help a lot of people this morning. It's never that serious. Imagine it's not. If you're in a toxic relationship, first of all, what's keeping you there? What is keeping you there? Are you in a relationship where even you're doubting your own self-worth? Because that's what is leading to all these cases we're seeing in the papers every day, hearing in the news every day. And those were two people who loved each other at one point. Alafu. Toxicity.
You know, men are also very affected.
Yes, you are.
You have a wife anafika at 3 a.m. Ana disappear 3 days, 5 days. Anazima simu anakublock. You know what you're doing? You're provoking that person. Really? Huh?
We need to discuss toxicity,
yes,
but coming from both sides.
Yes.
Not just from one direction, from all directions.
Because you are emotionally hurting this man. And by the way, men get hurt. Sana. Hiyo notion ya wanaume haumizagu, they hurt, they really hurt. Ni vile hawajui kujieleza. So akienda bar haezi anza kulia, you know? Anaanza kusema but he's crying. So ataenda afanye action nyingine mpaka ujamaa silikuwa na hapa. Because he's been hurting. He can't express himself.
How big an issue is that?
Bibi amekuwa mang'aa.
How big is that an issue? How big an issue is that? That's what I want to know.
That's toxic. Very toxic. Juu hakuna mahali unaweza pelekwa.
I want you to give me a call. We're talking about toxic relationships from both sides, not just from one side. If you're in one of those, I need you to give me a call and explain to me why you're still there, number one. Number two, what are your hopes? Is it that you think he or she is going to change?
Wajua zamani wanaume walikuwa wanapigana sana. Ulikuwa unasikia kwa plot, unasikia wajua hao watu watengeneze boma. Siku hizi that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. So wanaume walinyoroshwa wakakunjia hapo kwa kona. So they are the ones who are emotionally affected saa hii zaidi. Wish we could get Dr. Frank Jenga. They don't go for counseling. Hatuna mtu wa kutuongelesha. Mental health, that's why there's a problem. Kila mahali. And no one is talking.
Able give me a call 0711-046-105. James Mbole Sila, thank you so much for loving Classic 105. Salimia Wambua Sana, you're driving to Kitui and please drive safely. Hit me up on my socials, on my fan page on Facebook. Let's hook up on Twitter and have a very honest conversation this morning at It's Maina Kageni or at Classic 105 Kenya. Hashtag is Maina and Kengangi. Why are we still there? It's a question I'm asking. What is keeping you there?
Kwanza when women realize men hakuna mahali wanaweza enda, mahali. Pressure hii. Na pesa hakuna, uchumi ndio hiyo, shule ndio hizo, term 10 in 1 year.
Term 10.
Yes.
It feels like that.
No breathing.
0711-046-105 is my number. Give me a call about toxic relationships. And William, you raised something very, very important, saying why ladies stay with a man who hits them is a good question. But please also ask why men stay with abusive women. Abusive women. Do you have an abusive woman? Nini? That's the question I'm asking today. Victoria Yune saying he'll never change. It'll keep getting worse until you're dead. And they'll move on to the next victim to continue this toxicity. And dangers come from the man, also from women. Booster Steve, a very good morning to you. Thank you for loving Classic 105. Kanga Justin Kanga saying, most people stick in these toxic relationships for societal fulfillment, not to be seen as a divorcee. Some say it's about the kids. Walk out if you really care about those kids. It's an option. Staying longer hurts longer. Daily Tom Wangi, good morning, saying when people will come to know that their life belongs to themselves and not to society, many couples live like hell to please society. But when you die alone. I want to know your story because there are many people who are listening who just don't know how to deal with it. Maybe if you give us your story, if we share your story, then we'll be helping people get out of a crazy situation. Lauren Muthiani is saying change is inevitable. There are so many factors to look into before you leave. What are you looking for? What are you waiting for? He's shown you your true colors. If you're a man in a toxic relationship, she has shown you your true colors. What are you waiting for? Red flags all over the place. Hello.
Maina, good morning.
Morning to you, my darling.
Myself, I'm not there right now in that situation, but I was there 2017, yeah?
Yeah.
My hubby used to beat me up,
Yeah.
I'm the only girl in our family, a family of 6 boys.
Yeah.
And he used to beat me up kabisa, ile vita kabisa,
Yeah.
They used to pick me up, they go to police, my dad the same, but I'll still go back there.
What
That
made
is
you
2017.
What made you keep going back?
What made me leave him? There's a girl alimshikia kisu na chupa.
Ati?
Alinishikia kisu na chupa. And locked the door inside. So neighbors could not help me. Yeah?
Why were you going back to him after he beats you? What was it?
I don't know. You just, I don't know. Wanakujanga, they have a very sweet tongue, They come convince you, unajipata unarudi tu hapo. But the day unaona death na macho yako, you just leave. Me, nili lose 4 teeth, that's my right side, I was unconscious by the time nilikuwa rescued. But I left and forgot. And right now I'm just so happy with my daughter and I'm okay. So for those ladies who are still there, I wanangojea death. Me, I saw it with my own eyes.
You lost 4 teeth?
Yes. Aliniunda, alinichapa. I was unconscious. By the time neighbors broke the window, I was unconscious.
Hiya.
Yes. This is a true story. 2017. So I just advise ladies, when you're they're just waiting for death.
They're waiting for kifo.
Kifo kabisa, mimi I saw it kabisa. Mungu alinisaidia tu nika collapse, akadhani nimekufa. Neighbors waka break dirisha kunifikisha hosi, at least nilikuwa still alive, but nika lose meno 4. Niko kipengo meno 4. A permanent mark.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same time guy got another woman, did the same to her, but the woman ran away. So those ladies who are still there, giving it a chance, they're waiting for death.
Okay.
Anyway, good day, Maina.
Thank you very much for sharing your story. My God, hello.
Hi, Maina.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, my darling.
Yeah, I want to comment about the topic you're bringing today.
Please do, karibu.
Yeah, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Have you seen a guy using drugs, addicted to drugs? Hello?
Explain. Yeah, go on.
Mwona mtu ametumia drugs. Amekuwa addicted. Do you approach these guys and tell them wacha kutumia drugs leo, wachana nayo? Na wanawacha?
No.
No. So it's the same thing when you are in a toxic relationship, because it doesn't happen in one day. This is series of events. You're being abused today, kesho unaletwa flowers, unaambiwa pole baby, then after a while unakuwa abused tena. By the time you come to realize yourself, you're already trauma bonded. When in your trauma state, you don't even know yourself. You've lost your confidence, you've lost your self-esteem. Haujijui, you're not thinking straight. Na kutoka kwa hiyo trauma bond is not that easy. It's not easy. Ni kama mtu wa drugs tu sasa. Ni ile tu nitoe tu hii drugs kwa mwili ndo nirudi kuwa normal. You know? So somebody who has been abused, it's not good to ask, why are you there? help them to get out. Help them to understand that they are trauma bonded. That's why they can't leave that relationship.
Trauma bonded.
And once they are out, that's when they can tell you the true story about what was happening in their relationship. Once they get help, they get healed, they look back and they're like, oh, this person did this to me. This person did this to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Amazing. Wow. So what is your story? Do you know why? Because when we talk, we help someone who could just be listening and is in so much trouble and they don't even realize it. What about toxic relationships from both ends? From both ends. And why you're there. Pauline Nyambura Kamicha Mambo VP saying, I pity those in toxic relationships, but I've come to realize it's not easy just to walk away. Many things makes one stay attached. That's why even if you're abused, you cannot see it. It's incredible. Martin Karubi saying on the other side, you must know the difference between a normal relationship's ups and downs and signs of being in a toxic relationship, especially when someone is killing you from the inside. Jennifer Kanyeri, good morning. Saying it's always advisable to read the red flags, not only in marriage but also in a relationship, and part ways. The earlier the better. Otherwise, unangojea kifo. Parents too should accept their daughters when they go back home after a failed marriage, rather than telling them to hold on to the marriage and try harder. Being a divorced daughter is better than being a dead one. Wow. Alex Omari, good morning. I'd like to send some birthday wish to 3 sets of twins. Birthday babies born to 3 sets of parents. What? 7 days apart, same month, same location. Baby Tinashe, baby Prince, and baby Amir all turning 2. It's their birthday week with a weekend rollover. Happy birthday, Tinashe, Prince, and Amir. So what is it? I'm trying to figure that out today. And those things work both ways, huh? Works both ways. Martin, you're saying no one listens to a man. The society expects a man to grab the bull by the horns. They will listen but won't help. And as a man, when you talk of your abusive spouse, you're labeled weak. And you have to deal with it all by yourself. Incredible. Totally incredible. It's a conversation that we need to have, because you are helping someone somewhere going through the same thing but not even being able to recognize the signs. Because it's going to be a problem. Hello.
Morning, Maina.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, now I want to give you my story.
Uh-huh.
I once dated a guy. He was toxic. And this guy used to beat me.
Yeah.
You walk with him, maybe pale mtaa, there's someone mwenye anakujua. He says hi to you. Unapigwa.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a time after hapo, nikashika mimba. Ilikuwa yake. But that time alikuwa relocate to Mombasa.
Yeah.
So he told me, just come tuishi pamoja huko Mombasa. I went there. Maina nilipata hieda, seme like a wife.
Hieda?
Alikuwa na mwanamke mwingine. Kumbe huo mwanamke alikuwa amemweka. Amenipeleka kwa nyumba ya mwanamke mwingine. So we are 2 ladies in the same house.
And this woman that you found there, does she know who you are at that time?
Yeah, alikuwa ameshaambiwa.
That bibi yangu anakuja.
Aliambiwa msichana mwenye alinishikia mimba huko Nairobi anakuja. So mimi nimeenda. At first ilikuwa ngumu because the lady did not accept. But the lady was beaten. Alichapwa, ambiwa nyamazi. So after kukapo, after some weeks, pia mimi sasa kichapo ikanigeukia. You know, when you're pregnant, in the morning inafikanga mahali you can't do anything. You just want to relax.
Yeah.
So ya kunielewa. I tried washing the clothes but ikanishinda. So I think kutoka poa. Maina nilichapwa 4 hours kwa nyumba. 4 hours. I was being beaten.
Na huyo mwanamke na huyo mama mwingine bado wako hapo kwa nyumba yake.
Job, alikuwa ameenda job.
But now you are all staying in another woman's house.
Yeah. Nilitandikwa Maina. I was beaten. I'm pregnant. Nilikuwa na chapwa mpaka nilikuwa na black eye. I can remember. Nilikuwa na black eye. So after that I said hakuna vile ningetoka. Tunaishi kwa bed sitter. Mlango imefungwa. Kila kitu, anything that I want iko kwa nyumba.
Hold on. The place you used to stay was a bed sitter.
Yeah.
So how did you used to sleep, 3 of you?
Si wanalala chini, mimi nalala kwa kitanda.
Huyo mama mwingine analala chini.
Wao wanalala na huo mwanamume. Wanalala usiku, they do their stuff so there. Mimi ikifika mchana, sasa nimeboeka. My ID imechukuliwa, my phone, my money.
Wait, hold on. They used to do their stuff. They used to do their stuff there when you're there.
Yeah.
Hima.
Ikifika mchana ni wewe. You're being forced. Tuseme ni kama tu anakurep. Because sikuwa nataka. Unapigwa. Yani that man was, yani hata sitakangi kukumbuka. That man alikuwa mbaya. Ndio kuna tema alitupiga sisi wanawake wote wawili. Na kuna kitu ungemwambia, there's nothing ungemwambia. Ni mtu mwenye ako na nguvu. Yani even I can't explain, but I'm very lucky. My parents waliniambia just come back. It's not the last and it's not the first man. Now you can take care of your kid whether he's there or not.
Amen.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now. Though it'll take process kuheal juu alikuwa amenipiga, alikuwa ameniumiza, but at least I niko poa. My kid is 5 years old. I'm taking care of him and I'm very happy.
Okay, thank you for sharing your story with me, eh?
Yeah.
Nyema. Haya igua. Hey, Jehovah, mutiyuke.
I found the love.
I want you to close our discussion because my goodness, what a morning it's been. The crazy thing is I've not heard from the guys. William Joroge saying, Maina, let me tell you, this problem is enormous. It all starts with a simple, harsh word. The man, as is evident today, will not talk openly about it. The abusive trend deteriorates, and before you know it, the man has had it all and can't take any more abuse and ends up doing the unthinkable. Yes, we have naturally cruel men and women, but what I know is that it's never toxic all at once, but gradually. Just because someone somewhere decided to take it by themselves and remain silent, not knowing that one day the fire inside will erupt. Simple advice: please pray and talk to someone. It might just change everything. Incredible. Have the final word, huh?
Hello, Maina.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
For a man also, it's very easy for us to get caught up in these toxic relationships. Huh?
Uh-huh.
The man, you don't want to sound like a crybaby, like you're complaining when you should be handling things or you should be on top of things.
Yeah.
But my situation has been, every time, of course, there is a money challenge. One of the things that my wife has been very good at doing is to manage to solicit for money from different people, men especially. She'll go out with them.
Hold on. Your wife, is this your wife? Ati, she used to do what? She used to solicit money from men.
She solicits money from men openly. Nimejaribu to discuss na yeye about this issue. Namwambia, why don't we try and work hard? We're hustling, yes. We try and work hard together and then we see what we can achieve. Right? So she solicits money from men. Of course, they'll go out with her. 2-3 days hayuko kwa nyumba.
Yeah?
Anarudi tu kwa nyumba tu. Vile tu anataka, anytime anataka, whatever time, na kuja na hii attitude ya utadu. You are not providing enough, you know? We have to, yes. Listen, Maina,
Yeah.
You have to, yes. But now, inafika stage, man, unasikia now, what do you do? Hautaki upiga, you don't to sound abusive, but you've just been set up. You're just being set up to fail.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to conduct yourself properly as a man, as a father also in the house because you have kids.
Yeah.
But at a stage, just so much.
Yeah.
So of course, eventually I had to give an ultimatum. I'm come out and na hii story. I think you'd rather just let's just separate.
So let me ask you a question. And for how long did she go about this business of soliciting money from men? Because apparently you're not providing properly.
Every time, of course, I've been trying to run a business personally. So of course income has not been stable. So every time we have, it's been years, Maina actually. Every time we have an issue, our finances are not in order. She goes back to that trend. Kama pesa ziko, anataka vizuri, kila kitu inaendelea vizuri, until now we have a hiccup. You get my point?
Yeah, I get your point.
You get my point?
Yes.
So every now things don't, the finances are not in order. Yeah, na rudi tu back to her comfort zone. Lazima atafute maisha yake iendelee vile anataka.
And then she goes and spends 2-3 days away from the house with a different man.
Wako huko tu kwa wherever we go. You understand?
Yes.
Anarudi tu kwa tuko na watoto unajua huwezi piga mtu ama uanze kupishana ama kupigana. It's just a scenario like that. You get my point?
Yes.
So eventually now after nikamwambia this is just too much. Please let you just go. Kali unaona maisha yako itakuwa mzuri kama ni uko nje nao watu mnaenda nao, wacha tu uende. So what she did now, aligoja tu niende dhuruma from my house, kurudi kwa nyumba na kuta amechukua watoto na ametoka na mpaka vitu vya nyumba. You get my point? But I'm trying to live through the healing. I think the space is necessary. So I'm just calm and trying to be and focus on my life now.
Please focus on your life because you do not deserve that kind of a person.
That's what I feel so many men are going through. And it's not easy, Maina. Because wawezi enda kukimbilia watu wenu wema kuwaambia, kukimbilia marafiki zako kuwaambia things are not working when they expect you to be on top of things. You get my point?
Yes, I do.
So there are so many kind of these things that are happening. Women are very good at expressing themselves. They talk to their friends. Right now, I'm very busy. And the time anaongelesha watu huko kwa, I'm a very bad person, which is okay, but really, I don't think it's fair to the men folk at all. You get my point?
I get it.
That's emotional manipulation, and at the end of the day, it doesn't add value to any of us. I love my family very much. I want my family to be intact, but really, it's so hard. I'm telling you.
Okay. Thank you. Hiya, 4 years. 4 years. Niye maudu maya